I'm added students, which all of you are fine. I am Ifat, and today I'm going to discuss about another types of IPR. You already know about patent and copyright, and you also have taken part in GI in your midterm, so you already acknowledge about that. I just add some extra information in GI today. So let's get started. First of all, what is GI? You know that as that is a GI and it means that geographical and indication. That means whenever anything, it's a sign or it's a place or it's a origin that is possess the geography of that. Whenever product will possess that geography, we'll call that is a geographical indication. And it's like that. GI is a status accorded to a good which is unique to particular or region or area and originated from there. And it is mostly used actually for agricultural products, foodstuffs like wines, spirit drinks, handicrafts, or industrial products. And if you go, for example, it's like that Tat Handalum Chari of Tangail, Kachagulla of Natur, Chom Chom from Porabari, Rasgulla from Joshore, or here all are the examples like mango from Rajshahi. This like of all of the things that actually indicate the geographical area of that product is called GI. And here are some example of that. Now, if you go for the types, so we can divide GI into three types. It's like called in short form PGI, PDO, and PSG. If you go for PGI, it will be protected geographical indication, and it means that it's a particular geographical area that will be protected. Okay. For example, it is used for agricultural foodstuff or product for reputation of that area or qualities that actually best area or best place for that product is called PGI or protected geographical indication. For example, mangoes Rajshahi. That means mangoes is best produced or most produced in Rajshahi. It's called PGI. Then our second one that is called PDO or Protected Designation of Origin. It means it is actually some distinct local knowledge about that product. That is that knowledge or that product is mostly made in that area. It's called protected designation. Okay, like production, processing, proper preparation, all of the things take place in that area. It can be agriculture stuffs or handicrafts or anything. Like example for Bangladesh, it can be Dhakaya Muslim of Dhaka. That means due to that origin, Muslim is best produced in Dhaka and its production, processing, preparation, all the materials mostly found here. And the third one that is called traditional specialty guaranteed is like some traditional characteristics that will be present in that product. For example, it like Bogura's doi, Tangal's chom choms. That means that tradition actually, the peoples of Bogura can make the best doi in Bangladesh. The peoples of Tangai can make best chom chom in Bangladesh. So their traditional knowledge is the best among the country. So these are the types of GI, and if you go for third one, that is, or in our second next part, that is why we use geographical indication actually, or why it's important. There are some reasons. Actually, it's important. So many reasons to protect that GI, but we'll learn mostly four. That is respond to increasing consumer demand for guaranteed origin and production method. It's like that consumer if want to get the best product, they know that that area is best for that product, so say they already go there and they can collect their product from that area. Then it's also helpful for diversification or competitiveness and fair competition in the global market. And another very important thing, that conservation of traditional product. And another thing is prevent delocalization of production. That means it is the best place here. But so if you produce that product in that area, it will be localized there. Okay, that means that part land is fertile for that product. For example, mangoes is best for Rajshahi. Okay, that means that kinds of mangoes actually, or that land is mostly fertile of that area for mangoes. So if people produce more mangoes there, it's the best for Rajshahi. So it will not delocalize from the production. Then there is some indication act or laws in Bangladesh, like an act to provide for the protection and registration of geographical indication, to provide for the duration of protection of geographical indication, or in laws it's also mentioned that you have to appoint register for the registration process completion, and with that there will be some remedies for infringement or cheating of GI. So I have used very little things there. Actually, it will be like assignment that actually what are the laws of GI in Bangladesh. So I have just mentioned 2 or 3 points. Another points we have to add in assignments. And then how geographical indications are protected. We know for protection of anything, we have to actually prepare, or you have to apply a law. So special laws for the protection will be applied, and different trademark laws in the form of collective marks or certification marks, it will be also improved, and will be used or prepare some laws against unfair competition. Then for consumer rights, you'll be consumer protection laws, and we can also use some specific law for recognizing of individual geographical indications. So if we use or apply that kinds of law, we think we can protect the GI. And now there is some difference. Okay, why geographical indication trademark are difference? Actually, we can differentiate in or within 3 points. Like geographical indication tells consumer that a certain place, and trademark actually is a sign that is used for different kinds of individual enterprises to distinguish goods and services from those of enterprises. Second one is it may be used by all producers who make their product from that area. But in trademark, it will be individual mostly. And not mostly, it's always actually individual. It's a group of people or group of companies, it can be same. But another, if it is a proprietor or entrepreneur, then it will be single. Then third one, the name used as a geographical indication, usually predetermined by the place of production. It's mandatory. Place will be at there. But in case of trademark, actually it gives the owner to write or exclude that right or that trademark from the others. Okay, so that is the difference between our geographical indication and trademark. Then our last thing, that is registration process. How we can register or you can complete the process for GI. It's actually the processes like before, that you have to filling an application. There will be some scrutiny or examination, then there will be notice, then it will be published in journal. Then if registry opposite or any kinds of opposition against with the registration process, so there will be a notice, or then if there is no, then it will be registration. Then for it will be some days and or some years for that. Actually not some days, it will be some years, and after that you can renew that. And if any kinds of additional protection to notified goods, it also can be used as additional information, then it's appeal or it is granted. That is a process actually, like application, examination, acceptance, journal, enter in GI registration, then you will get the certificate. If there is objection, there will be hearing, we know that. And if in publication there is opposition, again hearing, then it will appeal to intellectual property appellate. That means it will be go for actually again investigation. Okay, if this process is not present there, then you can get already go to the GI registration process, and they will get the you will get the certificate, or our country or our area will get the certificate. So that was our registration process, and now there are some things that how it is will be the, it will be the prohibition of registration for certain geographical indication of goods. How it is? It's like it cannot define any kinds of act, okay, or it cannot produce any kinds of confusion if this criteria actually is present in any kinds of GI product, then it will not applicable for registration, or actually it will be disqualified as GI product. And then if any law enforced in Bangladesh, it used in contrary process, or it's will be a public order, or it can causes morality, or it can defend the morality. With that, if it is hurt any religious materials or feelings or any kinds of citizen of Bangladesh on religion view, with that it also can be it cannot be a protection of any kinds of laws, or any kinds of thing that is related to law, or it is determined to be generic name of indication, okay, that is generally all people can be used, that there will be not a specific name. And then another is that it is literally true as to the territory, region, and locality in which the goods originate, okay, but it will be mostly true actually, not like that it will be falsely represented, okay. That means product of Rajshahi, but if you go or register it from Bogura, it's not like that, it will be true presenter of that area. So that was for our GI indication and our GI product, which you understand. And thank you for listening. We will discuss more in our today's class. Thank you.